Love is love.
Look at this. Grandpa, great grandkid, the Hulk, Ant-Man. Giant food mountains. That's what today is all about. Hey guys, good morning. Today I am in the city of Nagoya, the fourth largest city in Japan. It's mainly known for, I guess, the automotive industry. You're gonna find the headquarters for Toyota, all the major Japanese car companies here. It's not traditionally considered a major food city like Tokyo or Kyoto, but there are a couple food items you gotta try. And also, it's the land of ninjas and samurai. So all you Naruto fans, you're gonna love this place. Also, a big shout out to Buy Foods for bringing me here and taking me to all the places we're about to go today. Let's get started. All right, we're at our first location. It just always makes me happy when we go eat food and the restaurant is located in some small alley. I don't know why. Me and dark alleys don't love walking in them after midnight, but love eating in them. And we're here for their specialty, Miso Udon. This is like such a classic Japanese eatery, like something that just popped up from a manga strip. And speaking of mangas, here you go. I guess you can eat, slurp on some noodles and read some mangas at the same time. Just try not to slurp on the pages, I guess. Look at this. The classic collection of Meiwei, a manga about food. Fitting, but seriously, love this whole setup. All right, this is my breakfast, first meal of the day. We're going to go hard. Oh my gosh. It smells like, whew. Oh, that scared me a little bit. A lot bit. I'm terrified. This breakfast, words, udon, sauce, fish. What do you say in the presence of this Godzilla-like dish of udon? I knew we were eating a big bowl of udon today. I did not realize it was this big because we still have like 3 more places to go today. So I was like, yeah, I can do like a big bowl of udon. How big could it be? Like this big? Nah, we're talking about a tub, like a sauna. You know those Japanese onsens? This is a udon onsen with everything they could fit stuffed inside. I'm just taking a look. It's beautiful, by the way. All right? It's got the fish cakes, eggs, spring onions, some tofu, tons of noodles. I'm gonna try to lift this. This is no less than 25 pounds right here. If you do this like 10 times every single day, your biceps will get bigger. One special food item that this city has that sets it apart from anywhere else is the miso. You take a look, the miso here is actually really dark. It's actually a type of red miso. This thing has a history of over 1,300 years. By the way, if you don't know what miso is, it's fermented soybean paste. And is such a popular food item in Japan, and is one of my favorite things because it's got a great umami flavor to it. But I never seen one this dark, and I never smelled one this intense before. And this thing is fermented for a long, long time. I think miso here is fermented way longer than miso anywhere else. And this dish is also made with 2 different types of dashi. There's shiitake mushroom in here. And dashi is just one of those great things that makes dish a little more savory, a little more flavorful. And it smells great. It smells very intense. You know what? I don't want the noodles to suffer anymore. Let's get started, and and there's no way I'm gonna, this is like 20 pounds of food. I'm not finishing this. There's no way I'm finishing this. I got 2 more plates to go. So I'm gonna share it with Ben here and Chelsea, who's here with me, but I'm gonna do a large amount of damage to this for sure. Because I did not eat since 5 p.m. last night. And I've been dreaming about food ever since. I'm trying not to contaminate this big pot because I don't want people to eat my backwash, but oh my God, this is so intensely amazing. So, I've always wanted to eat noodles out of a bathtub before, so I guess today is that day. And the sauce is super thick, look at this. It's super thick broth. And this just looks like it's just jam-packed full of flavor. Give the noodles a nice little bath before I dig into it. That seems fair, right? I treat you well, you treat me well. This is like a regular bowl already. I feel like filling up this massive bowl didn't even make a dent in this like Mount Fuji sized pot of udon. Look at this. Grandpa, great grandkid, the Hulk, Ant-Man. You know, when he's like an ant, not like even in human form. So excited about this. This is my breakfast noodles, by the way. That kind of hit me really hard, the strong miso flavor. I mean, it is a heavy, very intense flavor of miso. Because it's fermented a lot longer than other miso, like, you're gonna notice this flavor right away. This ain't nothing subtle about this. I'll tell you what though, this is delicious. I came from a place in a food background where I love really heavily seasoned and very strongly flavored foods, and this thing's right up my alley. And that broth just kind of turns into like a almost like a coating of sauce for these deliciously chewy, fresh udon noodles. This is perfect for me. Noodles are nice and springy, very elasticy. Overall, a fabulous mouthfeel. The udon, I mean, this might be like umami overload. There's a tiny hint of sweetness. You can taste that great mushroom flavor in here. You can smell it too. I kind of don't even want to share this. And because it's so big, this thing will keep warm for a very long time. Again, the miso flavor, probably the most pungent, strongest one I've ever had in my life. Like, it's so incredibly strong. This is actually a food challenge, by the way. If you can finish this, you only have to pay like 1,000 yen or something. If you don't, like I'm not going today, it's gonna be about 20, it's gonna be about 4 times the price. So about like $25 US. Honestly, you wouldn't pay out 25 bucks for a delicious tub of udon. Like, yeah, I would. Sell that to me any day of the week. Oh yeah, yeah baby. I love this. Chilies, but also this thing has a little seaweed, sesame, 7 different flavors in this little chili spread. Perfect for this thick udon. That's the kick I need. They also got like, I think like 4 or 5 eggs on top of this thing. You can just poke it open and make the broth even creamier. And seriously, it didn't look like I dented this bathtub even a little bit. And this is a big bowl. It's giving off the effects that any great bowl of noodles would. My body feels like it's on fire. I got a jacket on because I don't want this thing to actually splatter all over my shirt. It's making me sweat. I feel tears coming out of my eye. Nose a little runny. Second bowl, just as hearty, just as hot. This is definitely one of those things that is great to eat in the winter, because after you eat this, you walk outside, I don't care if it's a blizzard out, you won't need a jacket. I give up. It's too hot. I'm gonna have to sacrifice my shirt. It's still so hot, even though I've been eating for about 10 minutes now. Another bowl down. Now look at my companions here. What is that? That's a teacup. You guys eating with a teacup. Are you guys like udon already? This is not cool. Getting a little colder, so look at that saucy udon shielding me. Next food item is something you gotta have if you're ever in this city. Now, katsu is one of my favorite Japanese food items, but in this city, the katsu sauce, you guessed it, miso, because here, they put miso on pretty much everything. Start the day off with some saucy udon. And now a little katsu for lunch. And this is before massive amount of chicken wings. Woo! That's so pretty. Arigatou gozaimasu. All right, I didn't expect this. This looks like a porky, lettucey Christmas tree with instead of a star on top, it's a slice of ham. I don't know, I feel like I'm conflicted by this. I feel like, look at this. Super healthy and nutritious. Probably gonna take 5 years off your life. These are like the angel and the devils that's sitting on my shoulders like, eat your vegetables. Nah, just eat the stuff that eat vegetables. But here we go. Never seen such saucy katsu before. Seriously, I gotta selfie this. I'm sorry, I gotta be really Asian about this. I'm legit not exactly sure how to deal with this thing right now. I mean, look at this, a towering mountain of lettuce. It's just so cute because it has that little slice of ham on top. It's like, hey, look, yeah, I'm eating my meat, but really it's about the veggies. But then you get down to that base and it's just like a whole entire cutlet of katsu just completely soaked in this lake of dark miso sauce. And this is, again, the color of miso in this city is so uniquely dark and deep. Okay, guys, itadakimasu. And I'm really kind of confused what this orange does and this kind of ham on top. I guess I'm gonna move this down. take a piece of katsu, and it feels perfectly cooked, perfectly fried, nice and crispy on the outside. Inside, extremely juicy. Ooh, all you smell is that strong flavor of the miso. Oh my God. Oh wow. Miso love this. Wow. Oh. I can now see why they gave you so much lettuce. You kind of need this. This katsu is incredible. Wow. I never had one that fatty before. This miso sauce provides a sweet, very like almost umami overload flavor for the katsu, but it's sinking into the bread, but it still retains a slight subtle crunchiness on the outside with that perfectly cooked meat on the inside. I don't know if you can hear that. It was like a little crunch. I felt in my bottom teeth. And a lot of people might find this miso to be a little too much. Again, like I said, I like strong flavors. I like aggressive flavors. I like deep flavors. So this to me is right up my alley. But man, after you take a bite of this, and as good as this is, like when I bit through the crunchy outside, the inside just literally starts to melt right away. Even this piece, lean pork inside. The last piece was just all fat inside. Oh my God, that was just scrumptious. This one, lean pork inside, still, because the flavor is so strong, especially when you bit into a fatty piece, it's like flavor overload. You need something refreshing, and that's where this comes in. It's like a quick shower for your taste buds. Wow, this is so good. No, it's so good. Now I feel like there's a disproportionate amount of pork to the lettuce. I'm gonna dip this into the miso. And since in this day you put miso on everything, I'm gonna put it on top of my lettuce. Yo, that could be used as some dang good salad dressing. And when you eat that with the lettuce, you can taste better the flavor of this miso. You can taste the fermented bean flavor. This kind of reminds me of a sweeter jajangmyeon sauce. Look at that. It's like this most sauced up piece of pork ever. Glorious. This is definitely a must-get when you come to the city. We brought over some mayo and salad dressing in case I want it on top of my veggies. All right, this end piece, okay? Last time I had an end piece, I got a big fatty piece of pork inside. And that was my favorite bite of this entire dish. Hopefully that happens again. All right, there was only that one fatty piece. But again, if you're in Nagoya, get yourself some miso katsu. If you love katsu, you're gonna adore this. I feel like our time just like flew by. Oh, I think this might be my favorite thing today. This katsu Christmas tree. Come here and try this when you visit.
Much later.
Okay, after the udon and the katsu, I had to take a nap, but now it's dinner time. Like I said, let's go for a few wings. Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. I feel like this is now the day of giant foods, giant food mountains. That's what today is all about. And wow, this smells amazing. I am at, if you don't, this is Yama-chan. This is the most popular place for chicken wings here in Nagoya. And this chain is a chain now. They got like 80 stores around the world. This chain started here in Nagoya with just like a few booths and a guy cooking chicken wings. Now it's like a flying empire of wings and izakaya food. And this is their signature. This is called a teppanyaki. This is the 100 wings on a plate, covered, sorry, I'm having trouble talking right now, covered in pepper and sauce and fried to golden perfection. Honestly, I feel like these 100 wings ain't no thing but a chicken wing, because I'm starving and this feels pretty light. I mean, this thing can literally just fly away. This thing feels light as a feather. I mean, come on. I can do this in my sleep. Not saying I should or I would, because there's other people who want to eat this too, but this is something I've always wanted to try. And now, let's do it. There's actually a way to eat this. So you break it in half, okay? And then you put this whole thing in your mouth. It's like, hang on. Ever deboned a chicken before? Let's try it. Oh! Oh! I think I should go on tour with this baby. Oh my god. That's delicious, by the way. Crispy fried chicken, extremely peppery. And it's some kind of soy sauce based sauce that's on the chicken as well. Not too much of it, but just enough to give it that nice umami, you know what I mean? And that's something I've been having all day, just that great umami flavor in all the foods I've had here in Nagoya. And this, we're not done here, all right? You cannot waste this. This, we gotta eat the outsides. There's nice little crispy pieces of skin and meat. There you go. 99 more to go. I'm the master at this. I'm pretty not. I'm not. But that has just saved me a lot of time and effort. Although it's just covered with pepper, it's not overwhelmingly peppery. It's just perfect amount with that hint of sweetness from the soya sauce. I feel like a cartoon, you know what I mean? You know when the cartoon characters eat, they put a drumstick in their mouth and pull out only the bones. Every piece that I've had so far, fried perfectly. And it's not like overly greasy. Look, there's not much grease on this thing. So I feel like it's just one of those wings that you feel like you keep eating them, and it's actually not that bad for you. And it's kind of fun because you get to compare and compete with your friends, like who can pull out the bone the cleanest. It's different than a lot of the wings that I had before. It's not like juice flying everywhere. I mean, I'm saying the meat is dry by any stretch. It's definitely not as greasy and oily as a lot of the wings you'll find. If you look at this, it's kind of interesting because you think it's like almost gonna be dry. But it's not. Just this crunchy, beautiful skin. And all that great tender, succulent meat on the inside. So if you love wings that are like really, really juicy and popping, these are not those type of wings. This is really about that slight, subtle crunch and that great peppery and sweet flavor from the seasoning and the sauce. Yeah, I can definitely see why these wings got really popular really quick. All right, apparently my eyes for these chicken wings are way bigger than my stomach, but absolutely delicious. Even to the last wing, still crispy, still retain that great peppery flavor. I don't know if the other chains of this place around Japan or around the world is as good as this, but they're pretty darn good chicken wings. I think you guys should congratulate me because I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant with triplets. I think every single food I had today, awesome, very representative of the city. Big shout out, like I mentioned in the beginning, I was brought here by Buy Food, and they're really, really good group, really good company. The person I'm dealing with, such a nice individual. And they do food tours, they do bookings, they do experiences, especially food experiences all across Japan. And it's such a great company because every single booking they do, they donate a portion of their proceeds to help children's charities around the world. So really good company to work with, especially if you want to go on some food excursions, check out some food experiences here in Japan. They're definitely people to look at. I'll put all their information down below for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Till we eat again. See you later.
Much later.
One last place. I feel like I ate like 3 mountains today, but one last place. You cannot come to Nagoya and leave without eating eel. And eel here is supposed to be some of the best you can find in Japan. Okay, eating unagi or eel here in Nagoya is a special occasion because the way that it's prepared and the way you eat it is different than anywhere else in Japan. And here, the set is called Hitsumabushi, and it combines dashi. You got some green onions, you got wasabi, and some soup, and eel over rice. And it's not just the fact that the eel is cooked differently. Like here, the eel is not steamed, it's just grilled whole, it's sliced open from the belly, put over rice. But also the way it's supposed to eat it here. There's 3 different processes of how to enjoy this. First way, really simple. You don't do anything. You just eat as is. So you eat some of the unagi in the rice. Oh man, there's seaweed underneath the unagi as well. Look at that, perfectly grilled with slight little char. Just the most delightful brown color on top. Incredibly soft and juicy. Oh my gosh, look at the juice oozing out from this baby. Like it's still swimming in the waters. Is it wrong every time I say the word unagi, I think of Friends and Ross? Unagi. You guys know what I'm talking? Never mind. Oh wow, best unagi I've ever had in the world. I mean, just that slight bit of char flavor, the little bit of caramelizations with that slight faint taste of sweetness on top, and then it's just all buttery fish. It's so soft and gentle. And I love how the caramelization creates like just a little tiny bit of crunchiness. And then you get the chewiness from the skin with that great roasted smoky flavor and the depth of the flavor that's added by the nori that's sitting on the bottom. Oh my God, this is the best thing I had in the city, like by far. And I was in a 7-Eleven yesterday. All right, step 2. By the way, you're supposed to do like 1/3 or 1/4 for each step, but I'm just gonna like try a little bit. So this way I know which step's my favorite and I'll do more of that. All right, this one, you put some spring onions and a bit of wasabi. I feel like I'm gonna be saying that a lot during this meal. It's my favorite way of eating it so far. Oh, a little kick from the wasabi. Spring onions, nice and fresh. Has a little, slightly little garlicky flavor. Wow, this is really, really amazing. I can't say enough good things about the nori. Oh, I love that extra seafood flavor. Okay, now onto step 3. You add the dashi, which is stock made from fish. And I'm just gonna add a little more spring onions in here. I'm gonna add a bit more wasabi. There we go, a little soupy rice porridge version of the unagi. I like this too. Nice little kanji. All that spices and flavor kind of blend a little together. The rice is a nice soupy consistency. I feel like here the flavor is more concentrated because you got the dashi, obviously. Oh, this is amazing too. Especially if you add a little, but I do feel like the wasabi and the green onions always has to play a role. One of the best things I've had in Japan. Like, this is absolutely amazing. I'm not even honestly really a big fan of unagi. This has completely won me over. I mean, it's kind of hard to like come to Nagoya just to eat this, but like if this was readily available like anywhere else, I'd be going for it every time I'm in Japan. Just a big shout out to Lena from Nagoya Foodie for recommending this place and how to eat this to us, like on point. Wow. Now I'm satisfied. Well, I still got more to go. See, this is why I still left a lot of the unagi and rice. Now I know that version 2 and 3 is my favorite way of eating it. Now I can just do it more that way. All right, guys, Ben and Chelsea hasn't eaten yet, so we don't want their unagi to get cold. Thanks so much for watching again. Bye-bye.